In this video, I would like to continue where we left off in the last video. We are going to look into, we will continue to look into updating the cart. All right, stay tuned. So in order to, so at the moment, so what I'm doing is in this particular test, so in order to get to the quantity and then make sure the quantity matches our expected quantity, I've updated the method so that when we do update this thing, right, we update it to quantity. So we the expected quantity. Okay, so there. So when we make a call to this method, we are passing on the expected quantity. At the moment we are passing on 2, right? And we want to update it, and then we want to pass on the product ID, which we've got a call for that one at the top there, right? Or we can at the bottom here if you want, and then we pass those details there, right? And then we are using the get user card. Remember that the get user card returns all the card inside the user, okay, for a particular user. So we want to take all that, right? And then we want to look for this node. So this list, anything inside all the objects inside here, or all the dictionaries inside this, we want to take it, or we want to take it and store it into here. See, we've taken the get user card and then we store it into this variable, and then we take that variable and say look for this node, right? And then store it into this variable here, right? Or object. And it's obviously an object because it contains a list of objects, right? Okay, so then we say item is equals to next, and we say for I in items, I in all these items. So we are looking through this list, each of the items in this list, right? And then we are looking for product ID, and we say if if you find product ID is equals to this product ID we've passed here, right? If it's equals to this product ID that we are passing on, if it's equals to that product ID or none, so it will loop through it. So it's a loop that it will loop through and it go on to the next one until we find something that matches that product ID. And then we are setting that this item, set that item is not none. And if item is not none, then we say product ID with blah blah is not found in the cart. So we loop through everything and we just checking if that product ID exists in the cart, right? Then we are asserting the quantity. I mean, this is the main thing we wanted to do. We are asserting that we are looking into item. We are looking into item. We are passing item, which is basically this node. And we are saying, is it equals to the quantity, the expected quantity we put here? Otherwise, we print the expected quantity, the quantity. Sorry, we say assert that this is equals to, and then we say expected quantity so and so, but we got item quantity this. So the item quantity is what we got, but it wasn't the expected quantity, right? Okay, good. And then this one we just say item has the expected quantity. So if things are good, then we say this product ID has the expected quantity that we sent. So hopefully this will be okay. My computer is messing up, and that's because my laptop is getting full up, and I need a new hard drive because I'm doing a lot of videos. I need a new hard drive, and I want to also upgrade the memory because it's getting slow. Once you use it up to a certain point, it gets slow. So let's run this, and then I think at some point I'm gonna have to come off, and let's hope this that's the job for us. This is as far as I want to get. I know I've said it in some videos way back that I wanted to stop there with the API and wanted to do a higher level test instead, but I have not, because I discovered more tests for the card service, and obviously there's going to be more, but I think that a high level test will do the job, like it would do the job for us. So that's what it is. Okay, let's go back to this. Something is not right. It says JSON.decoder, JSON decoder, expected value line 1, expected value S from none, drawing handling of the above assertion, another exception occurred. JSON data, request exception value, request decoder message, expected value. I mean, at this point I kind of like what is it looking at? We are looking at line 9. What is it on about? Line 9 something, line 33. Let's take a look at line 33. There's a problem on line 33. Are we returning? Yeah, we cannot return this, because remember that we can't do this, because remember that this is remember that this is being slow now. Remember that this is just an update, and the update brings off nothing. So when we do an hard drive is getting full, so it's taking its time to go. Yeah, we get nothing. We get a 200 assertion, but we get nothing. So it is understandable that as long as I can get to the bottom, we want to print the status. This shouldn't be a problem. What is your problem? Because we just essentially printing this, yeah. So what's the import what name? Yeah, should be fine. And then because the computer is, so it's taking long. So I think that is the main thing. Let's see what happens with this, something like that. Otherwise it should be fine. It should be fine. Fantastic. It is fine. And let's go with some noise. There was some noise, that's why I had to cut it off. But essentially, yeah, this is the message. You say product ID 32 has expected quantity of 2 in the cart. So we did add 2, and the product ID is quantity. So that's what we need to do. Okay, I think I will end here for the back end. I can't think of, there are still quite a bit that we haven't added, and we did add order, and yeah, so we don't really need to add anymore, because order essentially is the bit, right? And the rest of it should be going up higher in the end-to-end test. These ones we could always refactor, but it's not so important. We've got all we want, and we've got almost the API test that we need. We just have to turn this into a framework, i.e. add it to a CI pipeline and so forth. We've got the requirements here, and I can't see why we can't use that to do in the CI pipeline. And we need to create a pipeline. And then we can run these tests in the CI pipeline. But of course, because we are running these, we haven't installed it into a server, it's gonna be difficult, right? and I have no intention of installing a server, but I will try and explore a CI pipeline and write the file into a CI pipeline at some point, right? Just for fun. Okay, all right, see you in the next round.